Greetings Leo, hey, a warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me for your March 2021 intuitive tarot reading with me. Guys, I've just been sitting here tuning into you and I have come up with this quite strong feeling that come into the room and come into me, if you like, and it's a message for breathing. So some of you aren't breathing enough, or you are like not getting enough air on board, or you're feeling as if you are stifled one way or another. So I got this message right now before I even start anything else to say to you, breathe. Take some time to reintroduce good breathing strategies into your life and to take more time to slowly breathe. Do some deep breathing, expand your chest, expand your lungs. There are so many amazing pieces of information coming to us now about how healing breathing is. We all know that we can't live without oxygen, so clearly the more oxygen we get into our cells, the more likely our cells are going to be in good functioning order, and the higher levels of oxygen we'll have in our blood. All of these things help to create the ability to carry more iron as well. So for people low in iron, breathing more can actually help the hemoglobin content and the iron in that to attach to the oxygen to flow through to your body more. Anyhow, there's a way more reasons about breath that are very important in our lives, and another one is calming anxiety. So any periods of anxiety or tension or fright, breathing is really good for that too. So anyhow, I've jumped ahead of the gun with this one because I was going to introduce a little bit about the planetary alignments and what is happening. It is a busy year. We're still full on. 2020 changed so much for probably everyone on the planet. We look at things a lot more differently, and I'm sure a lot of you have personally had your lives altered one way or another as well through the events that took place in 2020. So they're not finished yet. 21 is still throwing curveballs at us, and we can see that. Although at the same time, we can clearly see that there are some positives coming, and that was the general background flow for this year. There would be ups and downs, whereas last year was just more like a solid hit the brick wall type thing. I guess that has to happen from time to time. It's called resetting or recalibrating. We have a lot of Saturn-Uranus squaring this year. The first one was on February the 17th, then June the 14th, then December the 24th. They're big energies. They cause a little bit of confrontation even within ourselves. So it's like a push-pull effect of, do we want freedom, or do we want to stay what we do, stay with where we are and what we're doing? Do we want to be innovative and create change, or do we want to stick with traditional establishments and rules? So those are some of the feelings and thoughts that come with these squares that are in place. Saturn is also a major player in the year, and he is the ruler of Aquarius. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, but Saturn is the ruler of karma. So karmic stuff is coming to the surface, and no one is able to hide from this one. It will get us wherever we are, and depending on the stage of our own life will depend on whether we are given a tick and pass the exam for a karmic payback, or whether we have to repeat it and go back and learn the lesson again. So much is evolving across the planet at many levels, including humanity, all living life, and the planet herself. Before I start with your actual card reading, last week I sat down and did some intuitive work, and these were the messages I got for you. The first one is potential for new beginnings and new journeys, and then I underlined and said a new you. Now it is interesting that a lot of the astrological signs have all showed this new beginnings journey, and I'm not sure why that has come up so prevalently. Maybe it's just a time frame of the year that we're going through, or a certain timeline that is occurring. It feels as though there is much openness to change, definitely, and a lot of you will feel that there's this new awareness or awakening within you. It says then it says an awakening of sorts. The next message is, I said you are the most important thing in your life right now, so start investing in you at every level. you get a chance to review things you may have inadvertently allowed to slip into your life that are not for your best. This could be an enlightening time to make big changes and get rid of what's not right. So it looks like you guys have an opportunity to review certain aspects of your life as well, and certain aspects of yourself. So with that in mind, I'm really keen to see what's going to come up on these cards here. I will shift these two different decks over here. So this is for Leo for March 2021. What is in store for them? What should they know about? Ponder upon, think about, meditate with. Oh goodness, that was a wild bunch of energy. So all of these came out. The first one is the Princess of Wands, then the Three of Wands, then the Nine of Cups, then the Six of Wands, then the Knight of Swords. So two court cards coming in here as well. They often represent people around you. So possibly people having a role in your projects this month, or in your thoughts, or in the things that you are doing. And we'll put those two to the side a little bit. Two Wands and a Cups card. That Nine of Cups is known as the Wish card. So it's rather a nice one to have come in. The Ten of Wands, more Wands. So the Wands, guys, are very much about our passionate side in life, our creative abilities, and often associated with our career. I'm not going to turn all of these over, there's too many of them, but I'll just take them from the top. The Queen of Coins, so another court card, so perhaps we'll put her over here with these other potential people. The Hermit, which is your major arcana for now. One more. And the King of Coins. So look at all this. You've got 4 court cards and 5 other cards. I'll do one more because I'm intrigued. The Hanged Woman or Hanged Man. So we've got a mix of colour palettes coming through, but I do see a lot, especially in this storyboard over here, of this orangey yellow coming through. So the orange and the yellow is the sacral area and the solar plexus area of the body. Now these cards, obviously all of them have a border which refers to the chakra areas of the body, and the chakra is the metaphysical energy wheel, if you like. It's quite closely associated with the energy and the practice of yoga. So yoga can initiate chakra energy. It's like the morphogenic energy field. It's energy, but we usually can't see energy as humans. We know it exists because we know of things like microwaves or radio waves. So think of your chakra energy wheels as being the same type of thing, electrical energy currents. So the fact that you've got 4 of these clumped together in here could mean one of two things. It could mean that you are over energized in this area and promoting too much of the types of things that go with that, or it could mean that you have not had those 2 wheels opened appropriately, and you need to focus on that and bring them into harmony and balance. So when the chakra wheels are in harmony and balance, you will find that you manifest things easier that pertain to that certain energy field, and you will find flow in your life, and it's a harmony flow. When they're not in balance, then things go out of harmony a little bit, whether it's overtly out or inadvertently tiny amounts of things. Coming back to the storyboard, we have the 2 major arcanas, which are cards that tend to be directed by the universal energies. There's something that we can't necessarily control. So the Hanged Woman and the Hermit both actually are telling a similar story about taking some time out, slowing things down, meditating, finding a deeper answer within yourself, perhaps to some of the events or things that are going on around you, or some of the questions in your life that you are seeking answers to. The Hanged Woman in particular talks about a timing event, so sometimes things can be stalled. Now this could be things that you are wanting answers for or looking into. Given that most of all of these other ones, 1, 2, 3, are wands. Wands are possibly about a career sector or a creative force within you. So if some of you are trying to bring out creative or passionate or ideas and get them flowing and into this realm, you may find there's a bit of a problem with it. It might be that it's not fully integrated. It might be that the timing just isn't right and you have to wait a bit longer for something else to be keyed into the situation to make it unlock. And sometimes because of these two cards, it's not about your timing, it's about every other piece of information of timing that could be needed for this to happen. But the wish card sitting in the middle, the Cups card, tells me that somewhere along this there is probably evidence or a probability that whatever it is that you are working on here is likely to happen. So the Three of Wands, if we come back to this first one, is about expansion, and it's often about going through the guise of thinking, I want to move out in my creative sector or my career field. I would like to expand, and how do I do that? Sometimes this is you going global or going more internet type vibe. It's about moving yourself out from the direct energy field of yourself into more the collective conscious or a bigger, wider public perspective. This can be about applying for new jobs, and sometimes it can be about thinking of moving overseas to a new job or looking overseas for work. And the Nine of Cups is next to it. So there's a possibility that something happens there, but it may be that the timing isn't quite right yet, that maybe this is set for the future. The Hermit also says go back and readdress things and think about some more avenues that you may need to address to get these projects off the ground as well. These two are also very spiritual, so they could be talking about a spiritual epiphany or a closer connection to your higher self, or to where you want to go in life and what it is you actually want to do. If you spend some time meditating, you may find that you feel a oneness or a connection to yourself, and you find answers about your next leg of your journey. The Six of Wands is the Victory card. So these two together are very, very powerful in terms of finding some sort of success or having something that you are wanting to occur, that it does occur. I mean, her arms are up in jubilant celebration. And this is the one of dreaming for that to have happen, and this is the reality of it occurring. So if you are really seeking to have something happen in your life and you've been waiting for it or planning on it or dreaming of it, take a photo of these two cards right now and then put this on your fridge or on your bedside table or on a poster board or on your desk at work or whatever, and look at them often and visualize your dream of what it is you want to have happen. These are two powerful cards of wishful thinking and having it come true. This card is often also about success in terms of exams and results coming in. It could even be health results. For some of you, this could be a health thing that is kicking off and changing and turning into a more positive, successful outcome. But a lot of the times it does refer to career or passionate or creative realms. So there's possibility here if you're applying for jobs or you're seeking new concepts or ideas around businesses or productivity or design or bringing something in like an invention, then something like that could happen as well with these type of cards and the energy coming in. And that Three of Wands, in fact, the more I look at this top row, the more I think of ideas, concepts, inventions, something occurring, a wish, a dream, success coming in. So some of you may have finished a degree as well, and that's been part of a long journey, and the reason being because this Ten of Wands also going up here with so many wands talks about the final ebb of a long journey, and much knowledge has been gained along the way. And again, it can be knowledge to do with degrees or passing an examination or becoming more qualified or having got a job promotion. But there does feel a certain weight upon your shoulder with this card, and it's almost as if you are bearing the weight of either someone else's journey or a long journey of your own that has taken a bit of a toll. And it could be a toll in as much that it wasn't quite the way you wanted it to be, or it hasn't gone exactly how you expected. But from that, you've still learned a lot and you've become stronger, and you're ready now to go on to the next leg of the journey. But given that this Ten of Wands is down here with these two, this row, if you like, down here makes me feel more that you are still in the contemplative mode of some aspects of life and pondering, how do I integrate this information, or how do I make this move, or do I want to take some time out first? Do I want to recuperate or recover from all the previous hard work or knowledge attained, or just even last year? You know, do I want some time out from the strains and stresses of last year? And these two cards can give you that time out, and a bit of peace and quiet and downtime, and spending time with nature, and going into meditation and relaxing and breathing. You know, breathe it out, slow it down, take the time to rest, and smell the roses, quite frankly. That's such a beautiful term, smell the roses on the journey. So there we are. That was a nice story that evolved through there. And then we have this beautiful mix of colours over here with these people. Oh, this could be like a husband and wife, or family members, two parents or grandparents, King and Queen of Coins. And I didn't really notice the two of them there before. So they are also potentially earth sign people that might be around you or supportive of you. I see he has the two lions above him and she has the one, and the lions have really, oh boom, Leo. I didn't even thought. The lions have been showing up so much for everyone else's readings. I've become quite excited at the lion energy for this month of March. That's what it is right at the moment. Today almost, I think, is a Leo full moon. I'm pretty sure I've got that right. Correct me if I'm wrong. But maybe that's why all the lions have been showing up in the readings for the last few days, because the Leo energy must be in the air. And it's either that, or there's this beautiful connection to the sun type bliss and harmony and strength and empowerment and healing energies that the sun can do. And the Leo is often represented by the sun's energy, and of course the lovely lions, the strength of the lion. So I've gone off kilter again. Your reading is really taking me out of what I might expect to say. It's just popping in all these weird wonderful pieces of information. They could be people you're seeing on a journey or traveling to. They may come to you. There could be a family reunion. They could also be about your finances. They could be employers. They could be tax people offering you insight. Some of you may apply for a loan. You may be gifted some. There may be some strengthening of your money or foundations as well. And these two down here could well be their children or other family members. The Princess of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So another Wands card, of course, that came in, which is kind of could fit over here in this conglomeration of energy to do with career or manifestation of ideas and passions and creativity. So this could be igniting all of these ones and really kicking things into action. She also is in the green chakra, which is the heart. So this may be about feeling, emotions, being really fired up about something with this one here, and new ideas coming in. So brand new beginnings, and we talked about that before. All of this passionate wand stuff might be this passion you have about a new beginning for something yourself in your life, and it doesn't just have to pertain to careers. It might be the new you I talked about. And the Knight of Swords, well, he's just as fired up and he's full of action, and he goes about communicating in a hurry and with quickness, and you know, it could be very sudden, boom, 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 something comes in and it activates things. It could be offers, it might be contracts to sign, it might be ideas, it could be someone writing a book, yourself even. It could be this invention, it could be anything, people, talking, communication, relationships, boom, boom, boom. And if it's not those ideas or concepts, then this could be a group of people who somehow are playing a role in your life in March. Whew. Well, that was a lot to say. Okay, let's just quickly put these over here and see what this deck of cards has to say. The Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. I think I always say Sandra wrong. I think everyone else says Sandra. Again, tell me, how do you say Sandra? Is it Sandra or Sandra? Well, actually, that's a bit hard to say in a comment, so that's more of a verbal one, isn't it? The communication, you see. Okay, this is for Leo. Look at that. That's your first card. Wow. You see, you know, we had her down here anyhow, so she's come back. The woman holding the coin. So what is the message for you about this? Think into it, utilize it, feel into it. If you're lacking finances, see what you can do to increase your financial base. See if you can bring more material wealth or opportunity into your life. There's two here seemingly looking at you. She's a little more beguiling. She seems a little bit more tough on her aspect of who she's giving that coin to, but this one is doing it from the heart, and she's ready to give the money. And there's the lion, you know, above it, as if to say, Leo, some of you are going to get some money or earn it, or selling something maybe, remembering that you might have had stocks or bonds and maybe they're worth more than you thought, pieces of art that you might have had, or even just things in your home that you could sell. What have we got here? The goddess of the moon, and we talked about the moon earlier, and I think it might be a Leo full moon. Indecision, that's the Hanged Man. This has been happening with the last couple of readings I've done. The cards have really reiterated the messages coming through, and they've doubly amplified them. So when that happens, it's really important that you take heed of these messages. It doesn't have to be my words, but what it has to be is your own interpretation of what these cards mean to you and what they're trying to say. So the Hanged Woman is at a crossroads, exactly the same as this person here. Even the depictions are very, very similar. And this person cannot decide to go whether to go there or there. And it's the same with this one. So go within to find the answers and seek more information and establish what it is you really want. And you can do this through meditation or connection to the higher self, or with your spirit guides. Storm warning, not quite so nice. Some of you may be in an area that gets a physical storm, and being prepared these days and having an emergency kit is well worthwhile. Sometimes this can be an actual argument with someone that may be a bit unsettling. I've pulled up two here. Beautiful. The fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, who you can call upon to help heal any heart issues, and this could be physical heart or emotional trauma, or also to help heal relationships. It also will help bring more self-esteem to you and give you more self-confidence as well. He's a gentle, beautiful, calm, healing angel. Brings in peace, calm, healing, quietness, gentleness. And the video I've got on in the background for you guys is 333 Hertz, the Ascended Masters. Feel the abundance of love, positive energy, and inner peace, and healing angels. Ah, that's beautiful. Double the energy there. Again, if you want to take a photo of it, utilize this and, you know, really view the photo, call upon it, energize it, talk to it, and let the feelings of the universe come out through it and help heal anything that needs healing. The garden and the gate. It's a little bit like the indecision, actually. She can't quite make her mind up as to whether she is going to walk through it or not. What is beyond the gate? She's a wee bit frightened of the future, or frightened of the unknown. She has the key around her neck just there, and she needs to open the padlock here in the gate to just walk through and find an abundance of life waiting for her beyond the gate. I think a lot of us get to that point where we go, oh, actually I am a bit frightened to take the leap, or to go out beyond the beyond. Last deck here for you, Leo. You've had a lovely reading. Oh wow, the healing angels. Archangel Michael is with you as well, so you're working closely with this powerful angel who's protecting and guiding you through any situation that we were referring to. So Michael and Raphael, beautiful that you have two of the angels coming in. Call upon them, utilize them. He is very, very good for protection and for cleansing things that may need cleansing, whether it's an aura, a person, a personality, a situation, a home environment. Oh wow, the heart chakra again. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. So some of you have a real heart thing going on. It could be physical for some, and for others it's definitely emotional and healing from wounds or trauma or grief or loss. There's so much harmony here in these cards that they're giving off, and there's so much of the beautiful angel vibe coming in for you guys. Enjoy that. That warmth, that protection, that nurture, the nourishment. One more for you. This is for Leo. One more for them. And be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. This card is lovely. If you look into her chest, you'll see like a healing spiral of positivity and health going through that area. Forgiveness is a really hard human emotion to grasp and to be able to fully anchor. I have trouble forgiving, and it's something that we really have to work on, and once we do forgive, you are freed up somewhat, and pain from the heart is dissipated out and it moves away. So you have this freedom to feel more openness towards receiving more love again as well, especially. I'm trying to not get the light on the cards, but the light is wanting to come in. So maybe that's part of the message, that the light is there for you to help with the healing, that it's bringing light in, because we see beautiful light coming into both of these, and then this rainbow color energy here. So there's been some powerful messages for you guys, Leo, and some beautiful cards that have arrived, some angelic presences, both in the background synergy that is playing and putting through the 333 hertz vibrational field, and then the visuals that you've had as well. So I trust that you find something powerful in this reading that really connects with you, and that you can utilize to bring harmony or balance or joy or success or endeavor or growth or expansion as the month of March unfolds. And may it take you further than March and right into the rest of the year as well. I remember saying about breathing in the very beginning, and of course breathing is to do with the chest and the heart and the lungs, and here we have these three about the heart in particular and the emotional perspective of it. So lovely reading. I wish you all the very best. Check your moon and rising signs as well. Thank you for being part of Team Celestial. I love it when you leave your comments. Have a wonderful month. Much love. Namaste.